it. I didn't expect to be making a video like this. Well, hey, Cashmere Links. I don't post much, but I felt, given what the goings on is in the fandom right now regarding certain people, I thought it was high time to just make a video because sending out 30 tweets at 2 a.m. in the morning probably isn't the best way to kind of put out how I feel. It's a lot easier to articulate myself when I'm in video, but yeah, man, it's been a week. It's been a week, or close to a week, rather. I was thinking about making like a script or something. Usually when I make little videos, I have like a little like spark notes, little just to stay on track and everything like that. But every time I try to put notes down or have like an outline of some sort, it just ended up not working. It just ended up being like a rambly mess. So I'm just gonna talk about what's in my mind and how I feel about certain things, and I'll try paring it down in post when I edit it. But let's go as it goes. But if you don't know what I'm talking about, one, lucky you. Two, YouTuber Kero the Wolf, first or other things, has been hit with a lot of damning evidence regarding some horrible things he's done to animals. It doesn't look good. So it's kind of put the whole, well, I won't say the whole because it hasn't affected everybody, but it put a large majority of the fandom into a bit of a tizzy regarding a lot of things. And it's just been a wild, it's been a wild past couple days, because for me, in full disclosure, I'm good friends with Kero. I'm really good friends with Kero. Like, we talk all the time, and I was in his video for the his first shoot reveal. I see him all the time at meets, we hang out, and there was no, and to be honest, like, some of our discussions got pretty NSFW, but even in those discussions, there was never kind of like an inkling of, what you saw in the in the evidence, sort of, as the cool kids say, the receipts. There wasn't any of that, so it was very like I couldn't process it at first. You know what I mean? Like, you see these call-outs and bewares all the time, and there's always like a fallout, and there's always like different sides, and there's like the hot takes that are kind of like the shrapnel flying through the Twitter battlefield. And I see people in those situations where they rally around their friend who ends up who's being accused of being a shitty person, and you see that, and then you wonder, what the fuck, like why are you defending them? Like, what is, like, they're obviously a shitty person. Like, why are you coming to their aid? But now I kind of get it. I kind of get it. You think you know somebody, and when that gets flipped around, you kind of are in denial a little bit, And I already know, like, there's friends, like, I'm speaking like locally and stuff, where it's like people are kind of starting to take sides a little bit. Like, some don't believe the accusations, some do, And see, the thing with me is, like, I really, like, all in all, like, when it comes to like fandom responsibilities, I really don't give a shit. So it's like, I don't really care about taking sides. I know how I feel about it, and the way I feel is very kind of, there's a lot of duality going on with it. Now I'll explain that in a minute. But it's just it's a lot to process. Just from what's been uncovered, and just like the impact, the fallout of all this, because you have a person who was, for all intents and purposes, like a pillar of the community in a way, like fairly beloved, like a large amount of followers on YouTube and Twitter. And I mean, like Shane Dawson thought it was fit to interview your ass, or his ass, or whatever. And that should be enough of an idea of like how much of like he was at the front of the furry fandom online, and it's because of that, because of his influence and everything. There's a lot attached to him. There's like the fucking YouTube community. There's like the local community. There's friends of his and people that want to be friends of his, and then now you got like a fractured split happening, And again, I get that you have this person that you look up to, or it's your friend. I mean, he's my friend, and you wanna protect them in a way, but I can't do that. Like, there's a point where it's like I can't defend that. He may be my friend, but I can't defend the things that are being. I can't take the hit for him. You know what I'm saying? I just can't. Because this is just so far beyond a petty he said she said or something. This isn't like that high school level shit. This is worse. This is like, motherfucker go to jail for this shit. You know what I mean? And it's just it's so much where it's like, I don't know. I just can't. I can't bring myself to be like, okay, I'm going to defend the person who did that. I just can't. That's just not how my moral wiring is set up, I guess. And that's the thing. Like I was saying about these like duality of conflicting feelings going on, because like not only am I cool with Kero, but I'm also cool with Zenny and Lucky, like the ones who kind of blew this whole thing open, and I talked to her, and I messaged Zenny a few days ago, and I think it was like on Friday or something, and I was like, hey, like, I understand what you're trying to do, and I understand like your intentions and stuff like that, like I get it, but this needs to be real. Like, this can't be some scheme or some smear campaign or anything, because I can't let my friend be dragged that horribly. Now, if these are real accusations, then yes, take them to task for it, and yes, hold them accountable. But I just, there's always that little nugget in my head, because it's someone that I'm worried about and care for, that it's some kind of attack on him, even though, like, given what has been laid out as far as like against him, like, it doesn't seem that way. It seems like, like the cards are stacked against him, and he actually did these things. And I know that he kind of had a rebuttal of sorts. It's not good enough. It's just not. You got like all these things where it's like, so it's so close to things where it's like only Kero would know about, and like, okay, so the dude don't look like you. Okay, cool. But there's also like, it's like a hydra. Like you disprove that thing, and now there's more questions like, well, what about this, that, and the third? And look, it just don't look good. It just don't look good. I'm not the one to be screaming and hollering about that, but it just doesn't look good for him. And another conflicting feeling I have is, although I want him to be held accountable and face the consequences of his actions, like, how they say, you make your bed, you gotta lay in it now. I also want him to be okay. I want him to just take care of himself, because we've had some recent events locally where it kind of echoes what's happening right now. The other incident I'm thinking of, I'm not going to name names, But the other incident I'm thinking of was a little bit more severe, but like there's kind of some similarities, you know. I can't imagine going from like fucking the number one, not the number one, but just like this highly recognized, you know, well admired person to like villain number one in like hours, you know. Like I can't imagine what that does to your self esteem and your psyche and stuff like that. Like just, you know, I haven't talked to him since before this happened, so you know, I just want him to be okay. You know, it's you know, I am worried about him because I want him. It's just, yeah, I've said it. I already said it a bunch of times. I want him to face the consequences, but I also want his well-being to be okay because, like, you know, let the authorities do what they're gonna do, or let the cards fall and let him, like, you know, take the brunt of these actions. But like the death threats and the docs, like that's too much for me. That's just too much for me. When you start getting that personal, I feel like, I don't know. I understand what he did was heinous, but something about going into someone's personal life and affecting like their lives and their family and stuff like that, and like it's just too much. Like I know there was someone who was also sharing evidence that they found, and then some of Kero's fans, you know, fucking apparently was sending them death threats, and they ended up deleting their accounts and apparently leaving the fandom, which is just like horrible. You know, sending death threats to their family and shit. It's like what what are y'all doing? Like get a life. You know what I mean? Like it's just I understand, you know, the anger behind these actions that, you know, have been thrown his way. And I understand how offensive and sickening those things can be. But if your first reaction is like, I'm gonna fucking kill him, it's like, what, like where do you live? Like what books do you read? like what like nah, you know. It's just too much, you know. You know, I just, it's just a weird time right now, you know. Just a really weird time. I went to the Fur Bowl this past weekend, which is like our little monthly local get together at a bowling alley here in Pittsburgh, and it was like this cloud was hanging over it. It was weird. It was really weird, you know. There's some people I avoided talking to just because I didn't want to stir anything up, you know. Like I didn't want to trigger some sort of altercation, or, you know, not physical, but like verbal, you know. It's just too much, you know. It's such a surreal time. Like another thing I'll mention that I don't know if it's gonna help like fucking armchair detectives to figure anything out, but like Anthrocon 2017 was the first con, if I remember correctly, where Kero was going to be debuting his full suit. He just got a full suit. So I was thinking, like, you know, you should probably like a cool little like photo shoot and stuff. And at the time, the Fursuit Butts Twitter was very popular at the time. It was like the original one. Had like thousands of followers or whatever. And it's like, yeah, I want to send some to Fursuit Butts. So I think it was a Saturday. Yeah, I think it was a Saturday. And I took some pictures of his butt. Sent it to the ones, you know, we had some fun little shoots, and I sent it his way, and he sent them to the Fursuit Butts, and I think they did share it. I could be wrong. And in the evidence, in the screenshots they have of this shit, to see the pictures that I took in that stuff, it's just like, it's crazy. It's wild. You know, I don't have the words to describe. It's like shock. It's like disbelief. It's just like really, this is what's really going on. Like, you know, it's just, you know, it's just a lot. It's just a lot. I'm not gonna be crying over this shit. Like, I'm not gonna be losing sleep over this shit. But it's like, it's just weird when a friend of yours gets hit with that, and then it's like you don't even know your friend anymore. You know, it's just tough. It's tough to process. But you know, as the days have gone on, it's gotten a little bit easier. Like, my thoughts have changed, especially with the evidence thing. You know, the he's got to do better than that. Like, if he really does have like real factual evidence, like, A, fucking say something. Don't let your name be dragged like that. And B, like, it took so long for him to say something to begin with. It's just like, and the things he brought up, I mean, okay, I guess they're valid, but it's like, you know, you're only chipping off a fraction of the iceberg. There's still so much more that if it was going to be disproved, like, it needs to be acknowledged and like proved false. You know, it's like how they say, like, the burden of proof and stuff like that. It's just a lot. You know, it's funny because, you know, when it comes to furry YouTubers, I used to think like Odin was the problematic one, Odin Wolf, with like his past with like the mercy and stuff like that. Nah, Odin, you're good, man. Odin, you're okay. you're alright, man. This ain't shit. And it's just like, that's what frustrates the fuck out of me. Like me, I ain't shit. I'm not shit. You know, I got like almost 1,000 followers on my Twitter. I run Fursuit Butts too. You know, at Furbuds, which is apparently the biggest Fursuit Butts page on Twitter. Okay, like, whatever. Yeah, I do that for fun. You know, I'm not trying to like gain clout or whatever from it. I just like ass. But like, it's just, those things added up ain't nothing compared to like kind of like influencers and stuff, you know. So to have that, it's like, you know how they say with great power comes great responsibility. It's like that, you know. To have that level of like responsibility and to think that this is okay, like not only just for a furry content creator, but for a fucking human being. Like, I really question what his mental estate is. Like where, like, I mean, I know he's from like kind of like country, like up, like in New York, upstate, but like still, I know country motherfuckers. You know, like this really isn't something they do. You know, like this is just such a horrid thing. Like, you know, like, he was accused of like stealing art or like, you know, I don't know, stealing content or something like that. I could be so much more okay. I mean, it's not good, but I could be so much more okay with that than the things. And I don't even feel like repeating half this shit, because again, like, I don't want to misrepresent something or part of the evidence. But it's out there and it's fucked up. Viewer discretion is advised. You know, it's bad. Like, it's not something that you should view if you like animals and you're queasy. That's just where it's at. But I kind of wrote a little something. I think we can end it with that, because there were things on my mind that at the time, and I wrote this like a day or two after the news came out, and I think I'll just finish with that, just because I feel it sums up what I've been trying to say for the past few minutes. I will read a couple of excerpts, you know, because I feel it's a good bullet points. You know, I have known him since 2015. right around the time that Vine was ending. You know, he was actually one of the first people that I met in the fandom locally. I remember him asking me for like the first furball I went to locally. He asked me for a ride because he didn't have a vehicle yet. You know, he was still in school at the time. So I rode him, and he got in the back seat, and I was like, "Holy shit, it's Kero! Like, this is really dope." And we like made like mango jokes and shit like that, you know. Yeah, it was wild. And then we were talking like metal music because he likes metal, and I like metal. So it's like it was just we were really connecting on a couple things, and it started a friendship. And again, through all that, I had no clue about any of this at all, you know. It's surreal seeing someone who you thought you knew pretty well, you know, have this horrid side to them just unearthed and just plastered everywhere. Like, it's just a lot to just take in. Like, this is weird, you know. Y'all can hate me for this, but I'm not like raising my blood pressure over this. Like, I'm not. I'm just not. I got too much shit going on in my life. This is such a small fraction of my life, but at the same time, I'm really disappointed at him because it's like to think that that's even acceptable in any scale at any point in life. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I'm disgusted. You know, you know, this is a good thing that I wrote. There's a lot of harmless, petty he said, she said in the furry Twitter world, and this is not it. This is more than that. This is worse, much worse. The evidence is substantial and thorough. And I'm sorry, but pointing a fake news / hacked card is not a valid rebuttal to the growing pages of evidence to your actions. Past me is pretty eloquent. Oh yeah. Okay, so you know what? When I made this, and again, this is still valid to this point. Like, I have not talked to him for real since this all broke. So I will take this time to read what I wrote as kind of like an open letter to Kero, because again, I have not spoken to him. And maybe if he sees this, he can contact me. Because I really just want to make like, you fucked up. But I just want to make sure, like, you're not doing anything rash. You're okay. Like, you're drinking water. You know what I mean? Like you're eating. Like, you know, because, you know, it's just crazy. I'm going to keep it 100% with you. You fucked up. Horribly. To an unforgivable extent for many, many people. My advice... call it a day. Remove yourself from the internet and seek help. Your reputation, regardless if these claims are somehow fake or not, is pretty much destroyed at this point. And that won't go away. You know, saying your account was hacked or blaming trolls is just an incredibly limp, lifeless response to these claims. And I cannot stress this enough. Like, if you have proof against these accusations, like proper proof against all these different accusations that are found up, showing that these are fabrications of any kind, say something. Present your case. Put it out there. But if not, if these horror claims are true, even a little bit, not 100%, it could just be a little bit, you know, I say take the L. Leave the internet and work on yourself to fix whatever the fuck is wrong with you. You know, I believe in self-improvement, but you can't be doing that as like the leader of the fucking... Not the leader. I hate that term. Not the leader, like a well-recognized figure in the fandom. You know, you've broken the trust of so many of your friends and your fans. You know, to see like Majira, Rika, Vix. Is it Vix? I'll say Vix. Majira, Vix, Mark Sparks, and all these people like talking about this stuff. It just shows like how much damage has been done to this shit. You know, motherfuckers don't even know who to fucking trust. You know, and now they got these videos of collaborations and shit. It's just like, it's weird. It just fucked everything up. I don't know what's wrong in your head, but whatever it is, you gotta seek help. So that's just a little thing I wrote that was on my mind, and it still is on my mind because, like, it's yeah, it's still on my mind a lot. I just want I like, if I see you, I'm not gonna like punch you in the fucking head or some shit. Like, I'm not nah. I might cuss you out. I might ask what the fuck is wrong with you. I might grab you up, but I'm not gonna hurt you. Like, what the fuck does that accomplish? But on the flip side, because like I said, I always keep it 100 with you. Just take care of yourself. You know, like, you know, fuck it. I'll say it. So there was some shit a couple, no, actually last year. What? Yeah, last year with RC, and this shit. You know, I don't remember all the details from that one, but something about the way this is all coming out just really echoes that in my head, and I don't want to deal with and have to go through having a friend hurt themselves or worse over all the internet bullshit, you know. Not saying that threats, not saying that accusations are bullshit, but just like, you know, like the whole mob mentality and shit like that. Because, like, you know, again, when you have so many fans, and you know, for YouTube, for a lot of it skews younger. When you have that, like, a lot of them look up to you like an idol and shit, even though that's not probably the best thing to do. But they're young. So now you got motherfuckers with the whole, like, I stand with Kero shit, not knowing the full story. You got other people just calling it drama, including Kero, which concerns me because this is not puphood discussion. This is not fucking ass wolf putting candy corn on pizza. Like, this is not like the typical hot topic of the day shit you see. Like, this is a large person in the community potentially being a horrible person, a person who influenced hundreds, if not thousands, of followers that saw him as a positive person, now being the complete 180 of that and destroying the trust of many. You know, I'm gonna be fine. Like, I'm not gonna be losing sleep over this shit. But many people aren't. You know, some people have different relationships with them, but you know, it's just, yeah. And again, to Zenny, Lucky, other people, those are the main two that I can think of. Please let this all be real, because I can't deal with all this shit happening to my friend and the community at large if this shit is just all a big smoke and mirrors, some type of, because I'm not Geek Squad, you know. I'm not technologically inclined when it comes to motherfuckers talking about compression ratios and pixels, and I don't know any of that shit, so I can't tell you whether that's true or not, you know. But yeah, just let this be legit, because at least if it's legit, he'll be held accountable by his actions. You know, I saw a Nas Hyena mention something today, actually. Let's see if I can pull it up in a moment here, because I echo his sentiments very closely, and I think he really hit the nail on the head as far as what really kind of needs to be done. So he made a larger thread, but I'll just read some of the first point. He thinks I don't think it's appropriate that Kero should even think about returning to YouTube. I'm speaking up today as a furry YouTuber. I do not fully believe his account of events. If I'm right, it's a horrible look for furry. He should do the right thing and leave. Which I agree. It says, yeah, but what about his followers? What about his Patreon? Well, he should have fucking thought about that before he did all this heinous shit. If he really cared that much, then maybe don't do that to animals. Maybe not. Just a thought, Ugh, I think I've said what I had to say. But yeah, I think 30 minutes is plenty enough time to talk about this. If anybody has questions, and I'm putting myself out there because again, I don't really give that much of a fuck. I'm gonna tell the truth. I'm gonna tell you what I know. What little involvement I have with Kero, I will tell people if that helps them come to a conclusion on what's real and what's not. So if anyone had any questions or something like that, you can leave it in the comments, or you can hit me up on my Twitter at CashmereDelinks. And I work a lot. I got other shit going on in my life, but I'll answer if you're if you have any questions regarding what's been going on. I'll tell you what I know, what little I know. So yeah, man. Shazeni, Lucky, and anybody else showing the evidence and stuff, just don't just stay on the ball with this stuff. You know what I mean? Because he ain't the only one. He's definitely not the only one. He's just the most recognized one in this whole situation. So I don't want this turning into a petty, spiteful, no, just hold someone to task. That's why I asked. Hold someone to task. And for those that are doing that and holding them accountable and stuff like that, I appreciate that. Because again, even as a friend, he still needs to pay the consequences of his actions. And to Kero, I don't know, man. I think you're done. I think you, as the cool kids called, canceled. Because, it's shameful, man. It's shameful as fuck. It's just your time is up, and you just gotta have to call it a day. And again, if you are worried about the financial stuff that you've talked to me about, and you're worried about anything in that regard, as far as the fallout for you personally, maybe you shouldn't have thought about what you did. So yeah, I'm done. I'm gonna go play guitar and watch the Steelers game and go back to normal life now. So yeah, my name is Cashmere Links. I will see you guys later. Peace.